Clingman's Dome is a mountain in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. It is the highest peak at 6,643 feet and is the highest point along the way for hikers of the Appalachian Trail. An observation tower atop the peak offers a 360-degree view of the majestic mountains below. Clingman's Dome is also the most accessible mountain in the park. Of course, the Appalachian Trail crosses this mountain, but others are also accessed from the Dome parking lot, such as the Forney Creek Trail, the Mountain to Sea Trail, and the Forney Ridge Trail, which is our destination today, on our way to Andrews Bald. Come tag along! With my son still out to take care of his wife, I was again joined on today's adventure by my daughter Cheyenne. We were back in the Smokies to hit the Andrew Bald's Trail after weather stopped our last attempt. The views were clear, the crowds heavier, and the temperature still a bit on the cool side, but this time was all a go as we headed out for our short but beautiful hike in our favorite destination in Tennessee. Though we'd covered this hike before, it was a perfect trek to take with my daughter on a great day in the Smokies. No place I'd rather be. Okay, howdy everybody. If y'all recognize, I was again at Clingman's Dome parking lot. We are on the Forney Ridge Trail, of course in the Smokies. Ian is still out. His wife is still dealing with a lot of health issues. So we're back with my kiddo to do this little simple 1.8 mile trail out to Andrews Bald. Well, you could smell the pines and stuff up here. Trail looks a little wet from yesterday's rains. As you saw, the parking lot was loaded with people. Still got gray skies out, but as y'all saw, the skies are pretty clear. Look at that. The weather in the Smokies, especially at these higher elevations, is very unpredictable. So, an overcast sky was okay with me. I'll take what I can get. It was certainly better than the alternative. The hemiboreal climate of this area makes it stunningly beautiful and unique when compared to the lower elevations. I just love it. Yep, easy peasy trail. But it's extremely scenic. Though at around 6,000 or so feet, that's where we're at. I mean, a lot of the trees up in this elevation are just now getting their leaves. Man. beautiful. So yeah, probably be a short video, but talk to y'all as we move along. Check out that view. The trail is slightly rocky, so you kind of got to watch your footing, especially when it's damp like it is now. Man. This may be a short trail, but it's just everywhere you look. It's just beautiful. And compared to how many people were up in the parking lot, there was well, there's a few people here on this trail. Not many. Everyone's pretty much going up to the observation tower rather than hiking a trail. Nice. Be back. It's this type of scenery that draws us to the Smokies so often. The forests of these higher elevations, consisting of Fraser firs and Norway spruce, takes my breath away, and their scent reminds me of childhood Christmases with live Christmas trees. I could literally live here forever and be completely content. Nice. Got the big rock here, and we got this tree splitting it right, just cleaving off this section of the rock very, very slowly. And everywhere is the scent of that spruce, Norway spruce, that's all over the place up here. Almost smells like we're on a Christmas tree farm. Alright, be back. In the breaks through the trees, you can see the peaks of the lower rolling hills in the distance, embellished by white puffy clouds, seemingly reaching across the horizon forever. The view appears unblemished by man, and I feel on top of the world. These types of views pull me into the woods. I can't help it. The feeling I get, I just can't put into words. This is my Smoky Mountain High. So we're walking right through this stand of Norway spruce. Just amazing. coming from them is just wow. Look at that. I can't emphasize enough just how peaceful it was up here. Once you hike away from the sounds of the parking lot, the peace of the forest then takes over and embraces you. Yes, this may be a short hike, but it certainly delivers. Okay. Be back.
We know who we are, we're a big bright spark. We know how to take the lead and we aren't afraid. Shake up all the rules.
The hike to Andrews Ball is quite popular in the park. This is likely due to its short distance. Yet this morning, there were few so far. Around early to mid-June is when Andrews Ball is most popular, as the fire azaleas, rhododendron, and mountain laurel are at their flowering peak, and the ball comes alive with color. This is quite stunning. Today, though, it would be too early, but I look forward to the endless views nonetheless. Well, we're almost there. Things are getting a little toasty, so we ditched the jackets. And the scenery here is still amazing. Look at those rock formations up there. Well, it's been extremely peaceful and quiet, aside from the occasional airplane. And the birdies. Check out how those rocks are just, trees just growing up the side of that rock there. Pretty cool. So nice to be back on a proper trail again. We did go out last week, kiddo and I, to a trail up in around the Cumberland Gap area. Not in Cumberland Gap, but one of the state parks up there in Kentucky. And, well, the trail started out good. And then it went to hell. So I didn't bother making a video out of what we shot. I mean, we did try to make, lemonade out of the lemons. We hung out in a little bitty town of Cumberland Gap. Walked around that little historic town. Ate in this little cafe that had absolutely stunning food. drove to the Pinnacle Overlook in Cumberland Gap Historic Park. But just didn't feel like making a video out of the random footage we shot. So, yeah. So that's why there was no adventure last week. Or at least there wasn't one posted. But back on a real trail. And I know this is a good trail. I mean, you're just surrounded by the stunning scenery. Just amazing. Okay, done rambling. Be back. The forest floor is just a maze of perfection. It's all a picture of life, death, and then life springing forth again. In the forest, life is all around, rising above what came before, and I could feel its energy lifting me up, like it always does. And we are making our arrival. Andrews Bald. And there's the rhododendron finally. Just stay near me, kiddo. Andrews Bald. 500 feet to the views. There's a lot of bees zooming around up here, which kiddo does not like. She's allergic to bees. But nothing. Well, I mean, this is mid-May, so it's a little early for anything to be flowering. So I don't know what they're all doing. But they're zooming around. There you go, folks. There's the beginning of the views. So we get closer and closer to the Bald. Wow. And you can see the buds on the rhododendron. Now in like mid-June, this place is alive with color, with fire azaleas, rhododendron, oh, and Mount Laurel, all kinds of stuff. Blackberry. And that's when this place is really hopping with people. Yes, there may be higher peaks and vistas, even in the United States, but this view was in no way diminished. There is just something about looking across the earth, our fragile home, that fills my spirit with wonder. To know I am part of this magnificence, that I am here gazing upon the uniqueness that is our world. This is a view that only nature can create. The best man can do to recreate this beauty is a representation upon canvas. This is the very definition of natural beauty, and the Smokies demonstrate this beauty with perfection. Okay, I'm going to start doing some picture stuff. We will be right back.
Drum. Break all of the rules, pretend like they weren't made for you. You know it's real.
Check out the Fraser firs. This place is pretty amazing. Of course, you can see a lot of these Fraser firs, unfortunately, are dying. There's some type of bug. I can't recall the name of it right here and now. But I mean, especially these higher elevations, you can see a lot of them that are dead. It really sucks. So, just it's so much beauty up here. Just had to see something like that. Balsam woolly adelgid, a small wingless insect, is an invasive pest unfortunately introduced in North America from Europe in the early 1900s with imported nursery stock. It has wreaked havoc in spruce fir forests. Trees were nearly decimated by the 1980s, as many of these deceased firs can still be seen from the observation tower atop Klingman's Dome. Much as the emerald ash borer, an invasive beetle from northeastern Asia that decimated the ash trees of North America, our native forests are in danger again of irreparable damage, such as the decline of the American chestnut, another victim of an imported malady. As for the fir trees, there is hope, as populations here have increased due to younger trees being more resistant to the balsam woolly adelgid. Unfortunately, climate change now threatens to set back the progress made. I mean, it's not a... this is one of the smaller bulbs in the Smokies. But it is a popular one because it's such a short hike to get here. And it's not as open as, say, Max Patch. But it's still grand. You know, the feeling that I get when I'm in spots like this, it's hard to describe. You know, depression is something that I've fought with like forever. And there were 2 times in my life where I actually contemplated suicide. And I think that if I would have done that, not only would that have been devastating for my family, it would have been a selfish move. But I wouldn't be seeing stuff like this. I wouldn't be experiencing a world as amazing as this. The natural world. And that's not even mentioning, because my life has, taken some turns I wish it didn't have. I've made some extremely poor choices in my life. That's put me in the spots, or my current level in life right now, instead of what I wanted to do. And those are choices that I made. Selfish choices. And if I would have taken my own life, that would have been just another selfish act on my part. Life is amazing. Hiking. The Native Americans call things that heal your spirit medicine. This is my medicine right here, right there. All of this. This is my medicine. This heals my spirit. Even with the bugs, the bees, none of that matters. Just this. Okay, well, I'll get off that. In other news, I will be starting another channel soon. I'm still working in my head how I want to format that, how I want it to look, and I'm saving up for the type of camera that I want to use for this channel. It's going to be mostly focusing on nature shots and that kind of stuff. Close-ups and just a lot of shots of the natural world. There'll be short videos. But, it's going to be like a side channel to this one. But and the camera's going to cost me a pretty penny. So it'll be a little while, but that is in the works. And that's a side project of mine. I'm sure Ian will participate. I just can't wait till he gets back here. Alright, so I'm going to shut up now for a little bit. Get back up here with the kiddo. Be back.
Really feel down in the bottom
As usual, I didn't want to leave this breathtaking place. These videos and photos just can't do it justice. This place must be experienced to truly appreciate how amazing it is. It's a short, moderate hike, so we definitely recommend you coming out and seeing this place. And if you're lucky enough to catch it in early to mid-June, the colors of this place will blow you away. Another Smoky Mountain gem. On our way back, the trail has definitely picked up a lot more traffic. It's a lot more people heading out toward the Bald. But that's cool. We always encourage people to get out into the woods. Because this is where it's at. And as you can see, the sun is out. The clouds have broken. Well, most of them. It's going to be really cool getting back to the parking lot and seeing what the views are now with the sun out. Okay. Camera cut out on me. Yeah, I'm not going to go to the tower. Kiddo had a dizzy spell. Looks good now though. She had some sugary Powerade and stuff, and she looks better. So, not going to push it by going to the tower. I don't know if the camera got all that before it cut out. So, yeah, heading down now. But about that last half mile about the last half mile to the parking lot. It's all up. So that's going to be fun. So, yeah, be back.
We know how to take the lead and we aren't afraid. Shake up all the rules, pretend like they were never.
Whew. Not up. But look at that view. Yep, like I said, last 3/4 or a mile or half mile, somewhere around there. All up, just like this. It's not insane up, but up nonetheless. Okay, be back. Let's look at the beauty of this spot. Man, breathtaking. Absolutely amazing. Though an out and back trail, and though we covered this part heading out, seeing this trail from the return, it still looks amazing. We're almost to the end. I had to get in one more gorgeous shot of this trail. Be back. Got one last view from Clayton's Dome parking lot. Looking out into forever. It looks like we got some clouds rolling in, so we made it back in time. So, like and subscribe. Check out all our other videos. This is the end. And keep your stick on the ice. Check it out. Adios all. Till next time. Check out that cloud rolling in. We saw these clouds moving across the mountaintop, and I just had to stop and catch it on video. Nature is a constant show-off, and we love it. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. It was another amazing day in the Great Smoky Mountains. Lately, I just can't seem to get enough of this park. We've spent a lot of time here this hiking season. Hopefully, my son will return by our next adventure, as he's a bit more vocal on camera than I am. Bottom line, I really miss hiking with him. To recap, Andrews Bald is a great trail to an amazing spot that the whole family can experience. As we headed back, quite a few families with small kiddos happily bounced by on their way out. It was cool to see. So from our family to yours, we wish you health and happiness, and we'll see you all out on the trail.